interested in hearing what he has to say. Tim Moen.
Thank you. Thanks for remembering my name. My name's Tim Moen, and some of you might know me as the Tar Sands Messiah. It's a film project where I'm going to Los Angeles to shut it down for its environmental crimes against humanity. And I recently went to the White House. I tried to see Barry. That's Barack Obama. I'm on a first-name basis with him. I think I am, anyways. He wouldn't see me. I was there to convince him to punch through a Keystone XL2 from Fort McMurray to Los Angeles to get him off that blood oil and onto some ethical oil from my hometown of Fort McMurray. I got involved in this because, as a firefighter, all firefighters have part-time jobs and businesses on the side. Mine was filmmaking, and I had the privilege of working with Mr. Neil Young and Daryl Hannah a couple of years ago. And Neil Young did not want to see all the great things my community had to offer. He didn't want to go down to this eco-friendly carnival called Sustainable that was in town when he was there. We had a solar-powered stage he could have got up there and sang a song on. It was run completely off used cooking oil from restaurants. Neil did not want to see any of those things. All he wanted to do was film what I call oil sands porn. He wanted to see all the nasty, ugly stuff he could, so he avoided seeing any of the beautiful things coming out of Fort McMurray. And there are some amazing things coming out of Fort McMurray, let me tell you. There are, the thing about people in Fort McMurray is they're very humble and they're very quiet. They let their actions do the talking. They don't go out there and speak. These are hardworking, blue-collar people, and they're coming up with all sorts of environmental technology to boot. So at our landfill, there is a sea can full of greenhouse produce that is used, that runs off used methane from the landfill. Do you think Neil Young wanted to see that? No. This is technology that is going to go into northern climates in -40 and allow northern communities to be able to make fresh produce for their community without having to truck it up expensively. Neil Young didn't want to see that. He didn't want to see all the environmental reclamation technology, the solar panel technology. If the climate is changing, and if it's going to be a catastrophe, I say we need 1,000 more Fort McMurrays, because that's the only way we're going to protect people from catastrophe. Since fossil fuels, in the last 80 years, climate-related deaths are down 98%. Think about that for a second. Life expectancy is up 67% because we have medicine, clean water, fresh, bountiful, cheap food, nutritious food. That's all because of fossil fuels. These people are anti-human. They want to tax the thing that is giving us life, that is protecting us from the climate. The climate isn't friendly to humans. We only live about 30 years if we don't have industrialization and fossil fuels protecting us from it. So if the climate is catastrophically changing, I say let's build more Fort McMurrays. Yeah. Now the last thing I'll say is, the thing I fear is that we're losing culture. Politics reflects culture. And if you look across the political spectrum now, you will see politicians, even the people that are fighting the conservative fight for free markets, are capitulating to the left. They are their free speech is being infringed. They are being bullied into saying that we need more government in our lives. And we're slowly losing the battle. This is what happened, I believe, with the PC party in Alberta, and why we now have an NDP government. They simply kept drifting to the left, getting bigger and bigger, and becoming more and more progressive. And so we need to hold our politicians to account. Our guys, our conservative guys, need us to stand up for them, stand on principle, and push back against all the assumptions on the left that we need more government to take care of us from cradle to the grave. And I'll say this one last thing. I'm going to say this to the camera, Rebel Media. Rachel Notley, if you want a piece of the oil sands, come up there and dig in the dirt like everyone else.